So welcome back to another fun YouTube video, and this is all about why can't you understand native speakers and what you can do so that you can improve your Spanish listening in general. You know, outlining some of the reasons why you're probably trying really hard to understand native speakers, but you just can't. By the way, check out my new puppy. I plan on doing some more like vlog style videos where I basically go about my day in Spanish, and I'll kind of include him in some of the new videos. And let me know, by the way, in the comments if you've seen those vlogs before and if you want more of them. I think they're a great way to actually improve your Spanish listening. So that would be one of my tips too, is go back to some of my Spanish listening practice videos to improve your Spanish listening. Because one of the first tips I'm going to give you as to why you can't understand native speakers that well, or why you're probably struggling to, is because you're trying too hard, actually. Think of this example. If you hyper-focus on certain things during a conversation, certain things native speakers say, like let's say a native speaker says 20 words in what they're saying, and on the fourth word, you're over focusing on that one word that you didn't understand, trying to figure it out, that you missed the other 15, 16, 17 words that that person was saying because you were so focused on the one word you didn't understand. So one of my biggest tips is just to sit back, relax when someone's talking to you, and understand what you can understand. You know, if you don't know it, then sitting there trying to think of what it could possibly mean and remembering if you know it or not isn't going to help you, and you're going to miss the other stuff that you could have understood. And a lot of times, just even understanding 40 to 50% of what that person's saying is going to help you understand the context and overall the meaning, because you're not ever going to understand 100% of what any native speaker says. I mean, you eventually can, but there's always going to be things, even in English, where you just don't know what the person said, and you use context to kind of piece everything together, and then afterwards you might go, oh, that's what they said word for word. So my big thing is stop trying to understand Spanish word for word, at least not yet. That'll come, you know, with time. That's my other tip too, is that listening and understanding a lot of times comes last. For me, it did. For me, I was a much better speaker, reader, writer, etc. in Spanish than I was a listener. And that was typically because I put too much pressure on myself to understand everything that was being said. Especially if I would try to understand movies or understand different native speakers from different countries, it was really difficult to be a better listener. And that's a big tip, by the way, I'm going to give you, is to get better at understanding Spanish when it's spoken is try and talk to just one person or a group of the same people, if that's possible. A mistake that I made when I was learning Spanish was I would talk to a lot of different people from a lot of different countries, or I would watch movies that were from different countries, or just different movies in general. It's fine watching different movies, that's not what I'm trying to say here, but when I really became a better listener and I was able to understand way more Spanish was when I only talked to the same people every day. And that helped me because I got to understand what the way that they said things, the things that they said consistently, and their accent. So getting better at just listening to a few people is going to help you get better afterwards at understanding a lot of different people from a lot of different countries. And now I can talk to different people from different countries and different accents and dialects and understand it without an issue. But that was because I only focused on one accent, one dialect, and one group of people, and that helped me tremendously. That's probably my biggest tip in this video. Now, what are my favorite ways to practice your Spanish listening? First of all, conversation with the same people is my go-to. So you can hire people to do this with italki. You can go on apps like HelloTalk and Tandem to do free language exchanges with people. If you don't want to do that right now, or if you want just other ways, is to use songs in movies. But I'm going to show you how you should be using songs in movies. If you're going to use movies, use a movie that you've watched 100 different times in English so that you know what's going to be said in the movie. So Disney movies were good for me. Like, I'd watched The Incredibles growing up so many times, so watching it in Spanish helped. But don't just necessarily watch the entire movie. What I want you to do is just take about a 5-minute portion or just one scene from that movie, write down everything that's being said, find out word for word what they said in Spanish, and then get to where you're able to just listen to it without subtitles, without help, and without translating in your head. Meaning you just hear what they say, you're immediately able to go directly from what they said to the meaning, rather than having to do that whole bridge of, okay, here's what they said, what is it in English, and then get the English. You just know, okay, they said, hola, ¿cómo estás? And I immediately know that that's Spanish. I know that that's how are you. I don't have to think of it in English. If someone says, hey, vamos a ir al parque hoy, like, hey, let's go to the park today, I'm not going, vamos Ir, okay, that's let's go. Ir is to go, and then el parque is park. Oh, let's go to the park today. You don't have to do that. You just hear it and know immediately what it means. That comes with obviously time and practice, but that's how you practice, is I want you to take just one scene, a few minute clip of a movie, and just watch it and listen to it over and over again. Like, don't just listen to an hour-long podcast in Spanish thinking that's gonna help, because you're not being an active listener. You're not actively engaged with and able to understand everything that they say. That's why when you watch my Spanish listening practice videos or my vlogs, I recommend that you watch and listen to them over and over so that you don't have to depend on the subtitles anymore. And that's why I always put subtitles in English and Spanish so you know exactly what's being said word for word. Now, before I get to my last tip on how you need to use songs to get better at listening and how you should actually be an active listener of those, I do want to invite you to my free training. So this is my free training on how to become fluent in Spanish within a year. I show you my 3 strategies as to what you should and should not be doing to be a more efficient Spanish learner and accelerate the time it takes you to become fluent and be able to have real conversations with native speakers. This goes over my methodology on what allowed me to be a better Spanish learner and how you can apply these tips to your learning. Just click on the link in the description below. I put it there so that you can sign up right now for that free training. At the end of it, if you are interested in my full A to Z Spanish University program, you'll learn more about that and get a special discount on it. But when it comes to songs and how you need to use songs, just take a couple of songs that you can get obsessed with. Like, just take one. Don't listen to 100 different songs right now. I want you to take like a modern song. The songs are gonna have like useful vocabulary. For example, I always use the song Bachata by Manuel Turizo, because the first thing is, te bloqueé en Instagram, pero por otra cuenta veo tus historias. It's, I blocked you on Instagram, but through another account, I see your stories. Like, that's very useful vocabulary, right? And so if you can listen to that song on repeat and sing along to it, to where you take those verbs, you take those phrases, you don't have to translate as much anymore because you're able to just flow. You're like, if you, anytime you want to say, now, hey, I blocked that guy on Instagram, you know how to say it because you've sung it a bunch of times and it feels like muscle memory. So to get to a better listener in Spanish, you have to be a better speaker first. That's a big thing. You have to get things to muscle memory. That's what a language is, right? Is, yeah, we use patterns, we use grammar rules even to learn how the language works, but at the end of the day, it's just how can we use these patterns and make it muscle memory to where I don't have to go, I've said this so many times, but I don't have to translate as much in my head, or I'm able to just associate things with a meaning. And we use patterns to our advantage to accelerate our learning, like verb conjugations and grammar rules. But at the end of the day, it's just, okay, te bloqueé en Instagram. I blocked you on Instagram. And now we can use those grammar rules and patterns that we've learned, like, okay, how would I say I blocked him? Lo bloqueé en Instagram instead of te bloqueé en Instagram. How would I say he blocked me? Okay, well, that's me, it's for me, and then bloquear, I know that bloqueé is I blocked, and I know that a similar verb conjugation to say he blocked is bloqueó. So, me bloqueó en Instagram. And you can kind of start to see how using useful songs and singing along to them can help you be a better listener and speaker. So again, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it made sense. And I hope that you can use these tips and apply it to your Spanish learning to help you be a better Spanish listener and understand native speakers. And again, last tip of the day, don't put so much pressure on yourself to understand everything. I promise it'll come with time. Don't be discouraged if you feel like you're a better speaker first or a better writer or reader, because listening is probably, at least for me, the hardest part, and it's something that just comes with time. But if you talk to the same people over and over, if you're an active listener and singer with songs and an actor with movies, you're an active participant of that thing that you're listening to, you're gonna get better. I guarantee you. There's just no way you won't. Be sure to click on the link in the description for my free training on how to become fluent in Spanish faster. Subscribe to the channel if you want more videos, and comment any suggestions or questions, and I'll make some videos in the future on it. See you in the next video. Ciao.